I looked under the bed and saw my cat looking back at me. Oh my gosh, we have a cat. Hello, Munchie. I was stopped by the police again for the 3rd time this week. Damn! It sucks being just the way I am. Marcus watched my tongue flick over his finger. Okay. Hello my loves, I'm Degenerate, and welcome back to Till Death Do Us Part. Today, we are doing Marcus, which is the last of the bachelors or whatever. This guy we are not married to anymore, like when we start the route. He's an ex-husband. So let us read the warnings for him, since it's very important that we do so. We have core, very high. The second word, very high. Horror, very high, and nudity, high. Individual warnings: on-screen character death, mind break, and scarification. MC temperament is strong. I always get confused as to what that is. Let me see. There we go. I mean, it's green, so it's like, oh, you know, we stand up for ourselves, sort of. His endings, they're all bad. You do not escape. But they're all like alive endings. So you're alive at the end of it, but they're not all good. The one we will be doing today though is he gave you something special. So yeah, so excited to get into that. Do not see the fact that he's 6'5" and be like, oh, he's amazing, he's, oh my god. No. It doesn't matter how tall these motherfuckers are. But we all know that Jack is by far the worst. Let's just start a new one because I do not remember. Yes, Marcus, thank you. Oh, interesting. What is this music? Oh, it was right there. March, last time I played this shit. I'll overwrite it here though. Anyway, let us begin. Well, this will be the last time we'll be seeing you. Too bad about the settlement. I'm sure you're broken up about it. I shook my ex-husband's hand begrudgingly and did my best not to turn my attention to Marcus. She made it so he got off not paying me anything. Of course, because she does not like me. That's fine though. I don't care. I'm sure she could have done worse. Yes, much worse. So I didn't push it. She was very quiet, but I could feel him. Oh, he was very quiet, but I could feel him looking at me. Come on, Marcus, let's go. Arya put her hand on my ex-husband's shoulder. She gave it a light pat as she went. Bye, guys. Oh. I thought you were both leaving. Whoopsies, my mistake. For a moment, he just stood there. Marcus's large frame lingering in the doorway, and I was too frightened to lift my gaze. He didn't say a single word, but the silence was suffocating. We already know how he is, or what kind of personality he is from, I think, Chris's after story. He is awful. He is an awful excuse of a man. So, he's like, oh, get bitches and get money type of guy. Awful, basically. Like I said. No wonder we're getting a divorce. He's not a good guy. He thinks his can save the world. No. When I dared to look, he was gone, but I still felt as if the danger hadn't passed yet. Because it didn't. I woke up with a jolt and rubbed my forehead, finding it damp with cold sweat. I'd kicked most of the covers off my legs, too. Damn, I hated dreams about Marcus. The look on his face that day was unforgettable. I looked down at the form next to me, gently stirring at my moments. What's wrong, Dee? We're married to him now, our new husband. John rubbed his eyes. I plopped my head down on his belly and rubbed my face on it. Bleh. I just had a bad dream. My words muffled by his stomach. He put a large hand on my head and rubbed my hair. He was warm. His touch always helped soothe me, What happened? John asked as he continued to stroke my head. I dreamt about Marcus. I don't want to talk about it. I dreamt about Marcus. Ah, lame. I'm not surprised, though. Don't worry, he's not coming around here anymore. John reassured me as he kept his hand on my head. I nodded. I believed him. He always took care of me no matter what I was doing or what was happening. The alarm on the desk started to go off. He reached over and turned off his phone. Sorry I woke you up before your alarm. Yeah, you better apologize. I hate when this shit happens. I crawled on top of him and sat down. He gave my thigh a gentle pat and shook his head. It's totally fine. He sat up and put on his glasses. Can you still drive me to work? Excuse me? I nodded my head. His car was in the shop. I wasn't really sure for what though. Oh. He just came home in a taxi yesterday. Okay. I should probably get off of you, huh? I didn't move. Probably. But neither of us moved to get up for a while. I finally rolled off of him and onto the floor. I looked under the bed and saw my cat looking back at me. Oh my gosh, we have a cat. Hello, Munchie. What are you doing under there? I couldn't lie to myself. Munchie was the best thing that came from the divorce. Aww. John hung his legs off the side of the bed. She's probably hunting my socks. John yawned and rubbed his eye. I laughed and got off the floor. Yeah, did you ever find her stash? We continued our conversation in the morning by shouting across the small studio apartment, but it was fun. No! I'm gonna need new socks soon thanks to that little gremlin. John called out as he went into the bathroom. I'm gonna make breakfast though. What, you don't like my cooking anymore? I sat down in front of my computer to check emails. I tucked my feet under my butt and listened to John move into the kitchen. I think he should put a shirt on too. That's just me though. I wasn't gonna say anything, but... Ow, you wound me. Just feed Munchie and you can make me dinner. Oh, you can make dinner. I could hear the sizzle of eggs in the kitchen, and I let out a soft, contented sigh. Most mornings were like this. Is the TV on the floor? Excuse me? What's happening? Guys, we gotta fix this. Most mornings were like this, and it was very relaxing. Sometimes we fought, but it never really escalated into anything horrible. I watched as John laid a plate of eggs and toast near me. My breakfast would have been pancake or French toast, eggs, maybe some bacon. I don't know how my cooking is that horrible. I fried a couple eggs and gave me some toast. John kissed my cheek. FYI, I love your cooking. Liar. He turned on the TV and went to the couch near me. Okay. He relaxed and ate breakfast as John watched some Let's Players on the internet. On the TV? John wandered away as he got ready for work, and I did the same. Ready? He pulled his polo on. Great. Yep, let's go. I'm so excited. I got into my car and drove him to work. It was mostly an uneventful drive, yeah, to that university he worked at. Weird posh place. John stood out pretty badly. When are you going to be done at this school? Should be a couple more weeks. Freelancing means that I don't have to be here long, thank goodness. Yeah, I just don't like those guys. What, you don't like... what? Neuv and rich? Ew, don't say it like that. Plus, these people aren't and rich. They're like old view rich? Was it a view? I don't know. Down to the bourgeoisie? Am I right? Do you even know what you're talking about? No, but buzzwords are fun. Okay. Have a good day. I love you. This nigga's lying. That heart should be in the corner, pulsing. That's how you know Like regular red heart is nothing. A bleeding heart with a paw behind it. Now that's something. That's something. With vines all around it? Oh yeah. That's how you know. It's true love. John gives me a kiss and waved. I smiled and waved back. I love you too. I watched him walk into the building. Then it blows up with some Caleb type shit.
Fine. But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside. Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
I sighed, already feeling lonely as I pulled out of the parking lot. I looked out the windshield and watched the building pass by me. Maybe I should pick something up for dinner. I don't really know what I wanted to cook. Some pork chops. I got you. I blinked, hearing something behind me. Oh my god. It's because I'm black. A siren. I swallowed and pulled to the side. I didn't like police officers. I don't have to say anything else. Ever since the divorce, I really couldn't stand being around them anymore. Now I was in trouble. For what? I rolled down my window as a large man approached my car. He leaned down and looked at me. License and registration, please, says Marcus. That familiar voice rattled my brain. Marcus? I stuttered out, freezing with my hand hovering over my ID. License and registration. Marcus repeated, more firmly and insistently this time. I got the word. This wasn't a social call. He was serious. I pulled out my license and the registration from my car. My hands were shaking as I handed them over to him. Marcus took my papers and my license and walked away without another word. What was he doing? Police officer stuff, probably. I couldn't stop the hurricane of thoughts. Okay. Lin-Manuel Miranda. I gripped my steering wheel, tempted to drive off. Without your license and registration? You don't want to be caught without that, right? But that would just give him a reason to follow me, and I'd only get in even more trouble. Why was he harassing me right now? I could hear a loud bang as he slammed his hands on the frame of my car, snapping me out of my panicked state. I didn't know you were a traffic cop now. Cry. Apologize. Cry is nasty business. Damn, he made a mark. We're gonna apologize. I'm sorry. Don't apologize to me for this. You know why I pulled you over? I shook my head and looked up at him. I look too good in this car? He pulled his sunglasses off and leaned against my car door. You ran a stop sign. Oh, the stop sign. Did I? I'm not gonna give you a ticket this time. Yeah. We'll get what's owed later. You should be more careful. I nodded my head quickly, and he handed me my license and registration. I rubbed my hand gently against his, and his bottom lip thinned as he chewed on it. So much for his poker face. Yeah, he's desperate. Thank you, sir. Marcus's face didn't give away what he was thinking this time. Have a good day. He put his sunglasses back on. You too, officer. Was that a smile? No. I sheepishly closed the window. Alright. I looked at my phone and picked it up. I was still shaking as I rang John. Hey. Hey, what's wrong? What's going on? His tone was noticeably panicked. I just called you. I couldn't quite get the words out. John seemed to understand anyway. Go home. If you're not home, go home. I'll meet you there. Don't worry, I'll be there soon. He spoke quickly into the receiver. I hung up the phone and drove my way home, being especially careful of the signs this time. Because he's gonna catch me a second time. I dragged myself out of my car and into the house. I laid face first into the bed as my cat jumped on my back. She pawed at the back of my head. I didn't feel like moving. I just wanted to wait till John got back home so I could relax. I could hear the door opening and John put his hand on my head. John! I reached up and hugged him hard. He wrapped his arms around me and squeezed me tight. He didn't have to say anything, I just knew he was there for me. I rubbed my face into his shoulder and cried. I didn't know what else to do. Seeing Marcus stressed me out to no end, and I couldn't focus. You're alright, I'm here for you. I knew. I could feel it deep down. John meant every word he said. He was always there. I love you. I cried into his shoulder. John hugged me as tight as he could. His warm arms, his smell, everything about him made me feel safe. I love you too. I rubbed my face into him, and we didn't talk anymore. He laid in bed with me until I stopped shaking, his thick fingers running through my hair. I opened my eyes and saw John's concerned face looking down at me. I'm okay. I was stopped by the police again, for the 3rd time this week. Damn! It sucks being just the way I am. I bit my lip, unsure if I wanted to continue. Hey, you don't have to say anything, I get it. You should be driving. I don't understand why I'm driving. Can we have a movie night? John nodded and put his hand on my back, preferably with the TV up and not on the floor. Play with Munchie, I'll be right back. I'll get dinner. Cool. I picked up my cat. She turns into butter in my arms as I moved into the couch area. I rubbed my cat's paws, and she just purred happily. Kitty. I love Kitty. My kitty's over there, but it's a boy. He loves taking naps. That's all they do is nap and eat and roll around and look cute. I wasn't sure how much time passed by as I played with her, but I looked up and saw John opening the door. Munchie took off into the bedroom to hide under the bed like she always did. Maybe because she knew it was about to go down. Hey! Notice this open space? So cool. I waved at him and smiled, but it was short-lived as my eyes widened. Uh-oh. At the man behind him. Stab, 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 stab. Marcus's eyes met mine. My heart stopped. I screamed at John to move, but it was too late. Marcus pushed his knife into John's back. Backstabber. John let out a blood-curdling scream, and Marcus twisted the knife, wrenching the blade out as fast as he could and tearing through John's flesh. He dropped him unceremoniously to the floor. How unlucky. Wait, what did he get for dinner, though? Marcus grabbed John's hair and whispered, I missed your vitals. Uh-oh. You get to bleed out. Okay. Uh-oh. There's a lot of shaking happening. I got up to charge at Marcus, but he held up a stun gun and tased me? I could feel all my limbs go limp as the shock reverberated through my body. I fell to the ground, near John, trying to stay awake. Beg for John's life. Beg for your own life. What about Munchie, huh? What about the cat? What are we gonna do? We're gonna beg for our own life. Please let me go. I curled up, trying to get to my feet. Marcus abandoned John and touched my face. Ew. I don't want to let you go. Okay. Marcus grabbed his handcuffs and slapped them over my wrist. You're coming with me. Ma'am, you're under arrest. You're supposed to read me my rights. That's what you're supposed to do. You're getting fired. John looked up and shook his head, fingers scrabbling over the floor as he tried to get up. No! You can't do this. But he did. And he's gonna continue to do it. Marcus hauled me up on his shoulder. He pushed his heel into John's gaping wound. Eek. John let out a cry of agony that tore at my heart. I can do whatever I want. Ooh, someone's copyright. That's Strayd's heart, buddy. Please stop. I begged, tears streaming down my face. I'll do whatever you want. Don't hurt him anymore. No, we're gonna do whatever he wants, alright. Marcus looked at me and lifted his shoe off of John's back. You do whatever I want either way. What the fuck? Marcus pulled out his gun. But first, no witnesses. You already stabbed him. Jesus. The sound was deafening, and yet it seemed so far away. I felt cold, paralyzed. I felt cold and paralyzed. Absently, I was aware of being moved, but it all just seemed like a nightmare. This is gonna be a while, so buckle up. Get ready. I felt my body hit the ground and looked around in a panic. Ooh, nice room here, very nice. The bars on the door, a little concerning, but either way, super snug. What was happening now? Oh, I looked up at Marcus and he grabbed my face gently, then harder. His fingers dug into my skin, forcing me to meet his gaze. Why would you leave me for him? I didn't leave you for him, I left you. Delusional. Delusional is what he is. I'm pretty sure I didn't even know who that nigga was during our whole debacle. So, whatever though, we'll find out if that's the truth, because I kind of forgot his route a little bit. He growled as he squeezed my face. Growling. Interesting. I opened my mouth to speak. He clapped his hand over my mouth and pushed me against the wall. Didn't you ask me a question? Oh. No, don't answer that question. You're gonna stay here with me. Okay. Marcus laid me down on the bed. Whoa, the bed? What are we doing? I don't want to be on the bed. I like the floor. It's nice. Hard. Very comfortable. I started to shake. What did he want from me? I knew he was obsessive, but he was a police officer. Did you think that negated that? What's going on here? How could he do this? What do you want from me? Let me go! Marcus? Question mark? And we have to do it. So, that's how we achieve the ending we're trying to achieve. Which is not good. As I said already, all of his endings are bad. They're good. With quotes. I could feel tears welling up at the corners of my eyes. I wasn't even sure what to say to him. What could I say? What is it? I love that cute little tone you take when you say my name. He was practically moaning when he said it. I tried to move, but he held my head down and kissed my neck. Oh. I guess that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna get skipped. To avoid what happened last time. I shuddered and whimpered as he started to suck on my skin. I wiggled to get away, but he was stronger than me. Yeah, being 3? 6'5", f me. Oh well, he held me in place and I felt his lips leave me. That's a better look for you. I knew he left a giant hickey on my neck. Marcus looked at his hands. They were still covered in John's blood? Nigga, you didn't wash your fucking hands. I bet he doesn't wash his ass either. Disgusting. I can't believe he didn't wash his hands. He didn't do anything. He didn't bathe, he didn't... That's so nasty. They were still covered in John's blood and everything that happened came rushing back to me. He killed my boyfriend. To get to me. Boyfriend? I thought we were married. Am I bugging? 40. Yeah. Jesus. I thought we were married. We didn't remarry? That's crazy. I tried to get away, but he grabbed my hips, breaking his nails on my sides. Hey, where do you think you're going? He barked as he pulled me closer. Growling and barking. Interesting. You killed John. Get off. John was the love of my life. And you killed him. I screamed. He pushed... Oh, yep, we're done here. Anyways, we're back. We all know what happened. You're gonna stay here as long as it takes. I'll make you mine again. He walked out of the room. The door shut behind him. Good. I could hear the latches close me in. I curled up in a ball and cried. Oh, he's back. I looked up when I heard the door unlatching. The metal door swung open as Marcus put a box on the dresser. I rolled over in bed. He also didn't clean the knife, by the way, just because I skipped the part, but it featured the knife that he used to kill John, and it was still dirty as well. So all around, disgusting dirtball man. I rolled over in my bed and tried to scramble to the furthest corner of the room as he approached me. He put his hands on my face and leaned in. It pains me to see you so afraid of me. I bet it does. But what do you want me to do? His thumb stroking my cheeks. Swat his hand away. Why wouldn't I be afraid of you? You just, like, you know? Slap him. I'm probably just gonna miss. We're gonna try it, though, because apparently you have to do it. I rolled my arm back and slapped Marcus across the face as hard as I could. Oh, we actually landed it. Oh. He leaned in and kissed me on the mouth. Okay. That wasn't what I was expecting. He a freak. I grabbed the back of his head and tried to pry him off, but that just made him come closer. He grabbed my hips and pinned me to the ground for a second time. I bit down on his bottom lip. He pulled away slowly and licked the blood off of his bottom lip. He smiled at me, and I couldn't help but feel disgusted by his smile. He was enjoying this. He wanted me to fight back. He walked off to grab the box on the table. Marcus opened the box, and it was full of food. He looked at it and then at me. Time to eat. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Nom nom. I shrunk back. I wasn't sure what was in the food, but I didn't want him feeding me. His eyes were locked on me, and I wasn't sure what to do. Eat. Refuse. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to eat. I looked at the box as he held out a spoon for me. Here. Reluctantly, I took it from him. Was that my sanity? Did it just go down? Oh. I wasn't sure if I should thank him or not. I looked down at the food with apprehension. He was always a good cook. I bit my lip, feeling his eyes watching my every move. I could ask him if he was going to eat with me, have him taste the food first, but it didn't look like he wanted to kill me. Well, obviously. I shoveled some of the rice into my spoon and started to eat slowly. Okay, so there's rice. It was like it had been before when we were married. He cooked for me and I loved it. I could feel tears burning at the corners of my eyes. Don't worry, my love. I won't hurt you. Literally hurt me just 2 seconds ago? He rubbed my cheek, wiping my tears away. It was a lie. I knew it by the look on his face. He'd hurt me. He'd do anything to keep me here. My sanity's going down a lot, and that's not good. But I just kept eating and kept my mouth shut. He watched me eat until I was all done with the food. All done. He picked up the box and put his hand on my head once again. You should clean up. There's a bathroom right here. Oh, there. Don't take too long. It wasn't a suggestion, it was a threat. I rested my head on the floor for a moment. I just need a few minutes to make sure the dizzy feeling fell away from me. Go clean up. Go to sleep. Pretty sure we're supposed to clean up. He did say not to take too long. I got up and walked into the bathroom. Well, he wanted me to clean up. I looked at the camera in the corner. There's a camera in the bathroom? He must have been watching me. Oh, I guess it's in the regular room? Wash face, shower, look around. Wash your face? I looked at my reflection. I was covered in blood. Ew. Like, come on, it was wet and everything? I sighed and started to wash my face. I didn't want to stay in here too long. I felt like it was a tomb. If I stayed too long, I'd be trapped inside. I washed my face and patted it dry with a towel, removing all the blood from my skin. I walked out of the bathroom as quickly as I could and laid in bed. At least I have a bed, right? Vincent. I shut my eyes and wrapped myself in the blankets. Sleep, sleep. I woke up the next day and couldn't hear Marcus moving around. He was either at work or sleeping in. I remember the days when we lived together, and he would sleep in pretty late on his days off. This would give me an opportunity to take a look around. I rubbed my hands together and smiled. Look at the door. Look at the bathroom. Lay in bed. Look at the security camera. We're looking at the room like... Come on now. This is like a 4x4. It's pathetic. Look at the door. That's what we're supposed to do. But then again, what was there to look at? There wasn't much on the walls or on the table in here. That's more of a dresser, but okay. I grabbed the bars on the door and gave them a firm shake. It was locked and nothing budged. I wonder how long he was planning to keep me here. It felt like a couple hours before I could hear Marcus moving around the house, clanking pots, making coffee. I got up and put my ear to the wall. I could hear him moving around and coming closer. I scurried back towards the bed and sat down as he unlatched the outer door and walked in. You seem tired. I haven't given up yet. Say nothing. Are those little eye bags? Let's see. I don't know why I was concerned for him. Me neither. Maybe I just wanted him to know I was thinking about him. That couldn't hurt in this situation, could it? Yeah, maybe. Marcus came closer to me. Whoa there, buddy. Marcus. Slow down. I couldn't help but stammer out as he sat on the bed. We're gonna play a little game. Okay, Jigsaw. Marcus rested his hand on my thigh. Okay. Freaky Jigsaw. His touch slid up my legs and I flinched. Okay, extra freaky Jigsaw. He leaned over me and nuzzled against my neck. This is not a very fun game. So far. Kissing my skin and running his hands over my sides. I laid back in bed and watched him work. Work? What a way to put it. His fingertips caressing my flesh. I tensed up and clenched my hands. Put your hands above your head? What are we doing? He growled into my throat. Refuse. Do it. Like Nike. Yeah. I slowly raised my hands above my head and he pulled out handcuffs. Freaky. And not the fluffy ones. I looked at them as he locked my wrists to the bed. Ooh. I might have to skip this part too. And I'm prepared to do so. I whimpered as he ran his fingers over my face to my lips. Ooh. Such a sweet kitten. Kill me. Just kill me. Like, seriously. Marcus's hands roamed my body, carefully stroking me near my erogenous zones. What is the point of this game? He didn't even explain the rules. This game sucks. I twisted in my spot as he teased me. You're really soft. It's Jergens. He pushed his fingers into my flesh. Marcus? Oh, I wind up pathetically? Well, I'm not pathetic, so I'm not gonna do that. He did he? He felt so good. No. I arched my back against his hands and whimpered again. Once again, I just want to let it be known this game sucks. There was no rules. There was no, like, winner or loser. It's just this. Marcus gripped my face and looked at me. Why did you leave me? 20 question? Like, what are we doing? Couldn't you see that I love you more than anything? Marcus cooed as he rubbed my cheeks. I feel like he cheated or something. Tell me you're sorry and I'll go easier on you. What? Do it. There was a dangerous edge to his words. To the words. He was unstable. Where is the bar? Nowhere to be found. I tried to turn my head, but his hands kept my face in place. Yeah, we're not reading that. Apologize, don't apologize. Apologize. I'm sorry, Marcus. I'm a cute little kitten for you, oUr. Is that what you wanted to hear? You fucking bitch. Look at my sanity. Oh my god. He brightened up a little, but he kept his hands on my face. Not reading that again. Moving on. He growled deep in his chest, and I felt the vibrations of the sound everywhere. We were touching. I squealed, and he grabbed my face. Say it again like you mean it. I meant it the first time. Sorta. But, I guess. Girl, what are you doing? I gripped the handcuffs, twisting around and rubbing up against him. I mean it. I'm sorry, Marcus. Please, forgive me. John is nothing compared to you. I need your 6'5" height all over me. And the fact that you're 39 really turns me on. Please forgive me. Oh. He pushed his thumb into my mouth and I licked it submissively. Why don't you lick it dismissively? And execute yourself for me. That's better. I bet it is. Marcus watched my tongue flick over his finger. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely done. Anyways, this part, I have to put it, but the cat will be there for you.
Yeah.
Not for me, though. I have to suffer. Part of the choices that were in the scene mattered. I had to beg. Well, I don't know why I put quotes. Then he asked me, who's the best you ever had or whatever, and I had to say, you. Then after that, he carved his name into my inner thigh, I think. I was kind of trying to fly by it, because what is there to like about this situation? Right. We're here now. Yay. Ew. I felt Marcus in my arms the next morning and I leaned over him. This actually was very quick. All my sanity is gone, by the way. Good morning, handsome. I kissed his lips. I don't know, I just doubt this man showers. He opened his eyes and looked over at me. Marcus put his hand on my cheek and I blushed. Cute. I have something for you. Something else besides the carving your own name into my skin? Ooh, this nigga think he ran. No one beats the original. No one. Okay. He got up. Still wearing nothing, by the way. Give me 1 second. Hopefully it's to put on some clothes. Never have I ever said that in my life. Marcus left the room and I sat down, pouting a bit at him leaving. Oh no. My Pookie Wookie bear left. He still has nothing on. That's crazy. After what felt like a long time, he finally returned with a small animal carrier. What's that? I asked softly as he opened the carrier. A tiny cat slunk out of the box and rubbed herself on Marcus's leg. I only have one cat, and that's Munchie. I don't know what the f you're trying to pull here. Oh, it's actually Munchie. Munchie! If you're gonna stay with me, I thought you'd want her around. My face brightened up. This was the cat he'd rescued from under the car engine. Oh, a car engine. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Notice how I squeaked happily as our cat jumped on the bed, licking my toes. He leaned into me and pulled a collar around my neck. Excuse me? He's copyright infringement over here. He's like trying to be Ren. You were so good. I wanted to give you something special. I looked at him with a smile and hugged him. He was so good to me. Delusional. You survived. Marcus gave you something special. His baby juice. That had to be probably not the worst, because we all know who's the worst. Jack is the worst. Anyways, that was that ending. He gave you something special. It's kind of like a sort of a good ending where you guys live happily ever after. I don't know. The other ones, you know, there's not really much to say. The framed one is very easy to get. You just act like a total bitch to him. He's like, he framed me for the murder of John. I love it. Let's do the afterwards. Hey. And there is a connection to this game and the Mark of Bylel. I totally forgot, because my brain works differently. But yeah, what's his face? Jack is actually in it, but he's like younger, and that's what his afterwards is in his route, or whatever. So, I tend to forget. I don't know. Hey Marcus, I'm not gonna give him a voice. I don't even know why I did that. Hey Marcus, it's good to see you back. A fellow policeman. Marcus stretched and nodded his head. Yeah, you just want to dump your work on me. How are Amy and May? Who? The twins? Awesome as always. When are you gonna come out with us? Nigga, are you fucking two bitches? That's you? This police precinct is awful. Awful people, all around. They're all bad. All of them. Even fucking Jack, because he's a part of them, I think. Is awful. He even had a whole family. Oh my god. I can't. They want a double date. Aren't you with them both? Wait a second. How do you double date when they're gonna be all over you the whole time? Semantics? What the fuck does semantics mean? Like, I'm getting so tired of these police niggas. Really, I am. I'm tired. I'm snoring over here. I'm about to find out what the fuck semantics means. You gotta learn them something new every day, right? The study of meaning in language, including how words and phrases get their meaning, and how meaning is interpreted. What a waste of time that was. Look, dude. I know you've been kind of off since the divorce. I just want to help you get back on your feet. Because yes, after a divorce or a breakup, you gotta jump right into another woman's holes. I am back on my feet. Defensive. Fuck off. No, you're not. I swear. I got a new kitten. Okay. Are you kidding me? No, why would I? They're such a good pet. Real responsive. They do what I want. So he knows of his actions and does nothing. It's giving Curly. A little scarred up, but who isn't these days? You sound like a crazy cat lady. What can I say, Jace? I'm in love. Alright, goddamn. Just take care of yourself, dude. We can't have you fall on your face when we got shit to do. Shit like what? You, bud. You're back on homicide with me. Oh, great. It'll be fun. What case is it? I don't know yet. Guess we're gonna see. Who's on the other case? Well, it's not us. Oh. You're too close to that case, man. No way in hell they'd let us do it. It's alright. I know how it works. Butchman. De la Cruz. Get to the briefing room now. On our way. Jason's eyes follow Marcus. What? What could you have to say, Jace? Anyways, that was it. I don't think he doesn't have anything else, right? Because yeah, I completed all this. Yeah. Anyways. God, that was... so definitely something. That was Marcus from Till Death Do Us Part. This is the last one I'm doing willingly. So, the other two routes, because I'm not gonna say dateable characters, these niggas are awful. It is Chris's sister, and then Jack's, like, the chick that he supposedly cheated on us with, Ellen. She, Ari is kind of just mean to us because she's in love with her fucking brother, incest. And then when it comes to Ellen, she's just she's a necrophile, but she likes being the one who is necrophized. I don't even know how that would be. It's just odd. They're all odd and different. But yeah, she likes being the one dead in the situation, which is so fucking stupid. But yeah, I'm not doing them willingly. If anyone's actually interested in their routes, I will do it. Let me know. But if nothing is said, that was the last route. I hope you guys enjoyed. A like would be very much appreciated if you did. And of course, subscribe for more, right? And with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves. What a trip. That was awful.